questions, please don't hesitate to ask me or ask Joyce, because as Joyce said, if I don't know the answer, I know somebody at the state level that does. And as she said, first of all, you can have your baked goods. They are home-based vendor baked goods under the farmer's market label. That means you have to sell the product yourself. You can't say, can I combine with so-and-so and I'll sell the product, because it has to be from you to the consumer. Straight line, nobody in between. You can have your baked goods and cakes, fruit pies. As Joyce said, no cream pies or cream of any kind like that, because it's time temperature controlled. Cookies, brownies, dried noodles. You can have dried noodles because they're not being prepared. You're not combining it with the water or the broth. You're not making it so that there's maybe a portion of it that's not combining there. So it's dried noodles. You can have caramels, chocolate fudge, and hard candy. Whole or uncooked produce, and I know that you know that. You've been in this business a lot longer than what I have. I've been to the market. Tree nuts, honey, molasses, sorghum, or maple syrup, jellies, jams, and preserves, and that's only high acid fruit in sugar. That doesn't mean that if you make your jams with sweet and low, you can't sell it, because that's not high in the sugar. So, and it doesn't mix well. As Joyce and I were talking about it earlier, it doesn't thicken.
I have a lot of people ask me, they're dietetic, is this made with sugar? And I had to tell them, yes, it's made with sugar. And I didn't know whether you could label something else.
No, not the jellies and jams.
I attended the farmers market forum last week or so, and this was one point that was kind of clarified that I really hadn't heard it addressed the previous year. But she was saying, this was Lisa Harrison from the State Department of Health, that it has to be a sugared a jam made with sugar, because the sugar binds with any of the excess water, therefore making it safe. If there's not enough sweetener, sweet and low or whatever, to bind with that water, then there's potential for bacteria growth. Now, she's not saying you cannot make it, but you have to go through more hoops if you want to make a sugar-free or a sugar substitute jelly or jam. You would have to make it, you would have to submit it to the state chemist for analysis to make sure that the recipe was exactly right, so that it isn't potentially dangerous.
Well, that's just what I'll have to tell them then.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. Well, you know, and that's.
And this was something that was clarified just this year to me, that I too have a lot of people ask for sugar-free jellies, and I just really didn't know until this year.
Other examples, and I'm sure you know, are green beans, pickled beets, and salsa. Low acid and acidified foods cannot be done as home-based foods. So that's part of that. I don't know if any of you sell the eggs at the market, but if you do, they have to be from domestic chickens, none of the quail eggs or the duck eggs or anything like that. And you also have to get a stamp from the egg board before you can sell your eggs. Okay, you have to have that stamp, that certification.
Right. And it's not real expensive. I'm not sure, but I think it's only $25. And it's not hard to do, but you do have to have that certification from the egg board.
If you are a home-based vendor selling your goods, you have to have the producer's your name on it and your address. You have to use a common or usage name of the food product, brownies. Ingredients of the food product. Now, that doesn't mean you're giving away grandma's secret recipe, because you don't have to do that. But it has to be labeled from the weight down, net weight, volume, in numerical order, so your heaviest would go down. Date food product was processed. That's very important. Dates are very important on those, because in the food code, you're only have to have food for 7 days, so, and then the following statement in the 10-point type. This product is home produced and processed, and in the production area has not been inspected by the State Department of Health. It's not regulated by the health department. So that's very important.
I have a question about that because I don't have a computer. My wife is crippled, so she has cerebral palsy.
It doesn't say it has to be typed, you can write it down.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know, because I,
Doesn't say that it has to be typed.
Okay.
The 10-point type, it has to be legible, so you can, as far as that's concerned. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
That has to be on each label.
Each label. Each one. Yes. Can't be a group thing, it has to be individually labeled, because you don't know that Mary Smith's gonna buy all of your product. It may be Mary and all of the rest of them, so yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I was just curious, the harbor restaurants in the bakery, and they don't, I thought they followed the farmer's market rules, and they don't allow homemade noodles.
I had a lady call me about homemade noodles just the other day, and I told her that I would check on it because of the egg product, and so I too checked with Lisa, who Joyce spoke with, and according to, and it is in the farmer's market, egg noodles are acceptable dried.
Yeah.
They
So
have to
she
be
just
dried,
found that out.
and I just found that out, so yes. Mary?
Still no samples for fruits or vegetables?
Because you're cutting the product, and you can't cut your produce.
What about it, like giving somebody a cherry tomato? That's not cutting.
Is it intact?
Yeah.
Whole?
And,
If it's intact, it's whole. You
okay.
know? I don't see, but I will definitely check on it because I'm going to leave myself on it.
Okay.
But it's intact, it's
Yeah.
not sliced, it's not cut, as far as that's concerned. The only issue that I would see with it is how it would be cleaned, because as you know, produce is not supposed to be washed, it's supposed to basically come out of the garden and go in. So, that's my only concern there, because you're changing that. But I will double check on that, Sam. Go ahead.
Do they allow like dehydrated products, like?
You're changing the form of it. You're potentially making a hazardous product by doing that. Anybody else? Thank you very much, and thank you, Joyce.
Thank you, Carrie.
And like I said, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. If I don't know the answer, I know who to go to.
And Terry has some business cards up here if you want her contact information, or you're always welcome to contact me.